What is going on, guys? Got a follow-up video to my last video, but if you haven't seen it, essentially really popular CSGO leak monitor, whatever you want to call him, Gabe follower has been digging into CS2, and he's actually found some list here of skins that he says will be in the next operations collections, if you will. And we have one by the name of Myths and Monsters. My last video is covering those skins. I was actually able to find, I believe, a good bit of them. And in this video, we're going to go ahead and look at the Pop Comic collection here. And I've actually found a pretty good bit of those as well. But just to be clear, so I'll be working my way down this list. I'll occasionally pull it back over so we can look at it and see where we are. But let's go ahead and get into it with the first. Well, first I should explain Sawed Off Offset, right? You see here, that's our first one. Let me go ahead and full screen this. We got Sawed Off Offset here. Couldn't find one for that. I found a few called Offset, and they didn't really look like something Valve would put in a case. So not really sure on that one, and I would love to know if any of you find any. Like, if you want to go on the workshop, type in, you know, Sawed Off Offset, look through. Tell me if you see one you think could be in the case, because I didn't really see one. But then moving from there, we have 4 placeholders. I think that means they don't even know what they're going to put there yet. And then we've got Sawed Off Offset again for some reason, like another entry for it. Anyways, all leads us to our first real one, which is the CZ75 comic, which I've got right here. Pretty cool skin. It's got the comic book like halftones going on. It looks like it's got some stickers all over it. Really pretty colors. You know, for a blue, we'll take it. My only quarrel is I'm like the enemy of the CZ75. I think they need to change it in game. I think it has no purpose right now, and fingers crossed in CS2 they do something to save it and also make the M249 worth buying, but that's a different video entirely. But from there, we're gonna go ahead and go on to the P90 Toy Chartreuse, I believe it is. And this is it. Love this one. I hope I'm right about this one. This skin is sick. I mean, it looks like absolutely crazy. And also these images he did with it are just awesome as well. Here's a really good look at it with a stat track and stuff. Love the connector, how it like looks like the stat track pops into it. Love the maps, making it look like the batteries are kind of like hidden inside. I mean, this skin absolutely knocks it out of the park. Showing it here, they're on that Vertigo, like Cyberpunk map. Oh my gosh, and the lighting, it looks so good. I am super excited about that one. Okay, looking at our list here, next thing we've got on the docket is the Premonition XM1014. And here that is, and you can see, you know, that comic book kind of like explosion effect all around it. Now's a good time to tell you that I already started this video and my power went out in the middle, so that explosion you just heard is the cause of my power going out. Kind of a more basic skin, you know, obviously would hope something like this would be a blue, and I really hope, you know, we can find some interesting patterns in something like this. Kind of bland though, but what do you expect for a blue? Next thing we're moving on to here is the Tech9 Dystopia. And, you know, another one, you know, comic book case. It's hitting the nail right on the head with those halftone dots. Really cool. This looks like something you would pick up in like a Duke Nukem game. I absolutely love this one. I think the halftoning is like perfect. I hope I am referring to that as the right thing, where they do like the black dots or whatever. Kind of gives it like a Borderlands look. I think it's so cool. I think the colors are cool. We've got some other options here. You can see you did a 5.7. All these colors are super cool. Be happy with any of them, and especially if it's a blue, incredibly solid. Next up, we have the Shady Glock. Right here, you see it. And I don't know why this one has stalked me on the workshop for a while. Like I've kept getting it in my workshop queue and stuff. And I mean, it's perfect for this. You know, it's got that comic book look to it. That goes perfect with those gloves. I mean, it's literally made for this kind of case. Uh, Showing here, he just recently made it, but I swear I've seen this before. But anyway, oh, okay, this is a white version, so I might have seen a different colored version, but I would be super happy to see this in the case, and I think for like maybe a blue or something, it would just be absolutely awesome. But moving on from there, next thing we've got another Glock by the name of the Aim Blast. And you know, we've got kind of neo noir vibes, but like a different color scheme. So we've got like this girl taking up the main body. She's kind of caked up, not gonna lie. Very dark, bold strokes, like making up her body and everything. That's kind of why I'm getting neo noir vibes. Really cool colors as well. I don't know what this would be though, as far as a tier. It's, you know, pretty vibrant colors. Maybe a purple, maybe pink. I don't know. I could see an argument for a lot of that. Pink's probably pushing it though. Maybe like purple, blue. I don't know. I'd love to know what you guys think about that as well. And moving on from there, we've actually got the Scar Lurker, and this will be a little blast from the past for some of you guys. I'm sure you recognize the face adorning it as a sticker we already have in the game. The person behind this actually has a capsule with like a few different, you know, animal themed stickers in it. And I just gotta say, I hate seeing this on a Scar because I will not use it much, but it's a really, really sick color and like character combination on this. I think the yellow highlights on the scope look good. I think the green with the yellow back with little orange highlights, it's a super cool skin. I don't really know what this would be though. Again, like I feel like a lot of the time when I'm looking at this stuff, you can kind of tell. You're like, oh, pink, red, purple. These, I don't know. I could really see them going anywhere. I think they like to list them on these lists here, like in order a little bit. So I think this would be a purple or a blue, but I mean, if it is, incredibly solid and beautiful art on it. But with that, let's go ahead and move to the next one here. And for that, we have the USP Calligraphy. And this one I fuck with a lot. I love this one. I hope this one is a purple so I can get it for pretty cheap. I love this. I'm already a million miles an hour trying to think of sticker crafts and stuff. Very, very, very cool skin. It's almost like that death metal, like album cover kind of stuff. And I'm not even going to begin to try to decipher what it's saying, and I don't care. I just think it's a sick skin. But with that, let's go ahead and move on to the next one. I believe the next one we have here is the Kawaii AK-47. Now, little disclaimer with this one, a lot of Kawaii AK-47s, so it's kind of all speculation at this point. But the one I saw that I thought had the best chance of getting in is this one. A lot of them are very, very vibrant and crazy, and they look like they have, you know, kind of stolen art in them and stuff. This one seemed very, like, meticulously put together. I think this one could be the one we will see in game. And if that's the case, I really like it. Like I said, it's kind of toned down. You see a lot of, like, you know, when people think Kawaii, bright colors going crazy. It's kind of muted. We've got that silver receiver, silver handle, all that stuff, and then like a kind of a brown mag, and the very muted pink and like purple for the characters. I like it. I'm not like a huge anime fan or anything like that, but I do like the skin. I think they did a really good job on it. And from there, we can go ahead and move on to our next skin, which if we look here will be the MAC-10 Forest Virus. And I believe we had two colors on this one, and I just kind of picked one. I like this one more. Some really beautiful, vibrant colors. It looks like we have some kind of text going behind it. Only thing with this one, I think it would look good in Source 2, obviously, but I hope it's not a pink, and I think it is. I think with as vibrant as it is, it would have to be a pink, and I think in this collection, it might be kind of like the stinker pink, and that sucks to say, because I think they did a really good job on it. I think it's a great skin, but something about it having that black background, hold up, let me get a good picture here. Something about that black, I feel like if we put it on some white or something else, it gives it that pop that's like, okay, this is a valuable pink skin. But something about the black makes it feel like a tier below, like a purple maybe. I don't know. I'd love to hear what you guys think. I think the art and everything's good though, that being said. And if we go ahead and pull up our list here, we can go down and we can see our next one is the P250 Love. And despite my looking, I could not find one that I thought would be in the case. I didn't see any that were like crazy high quality. And when I started looking at some of these, just trying to, you know, pick one to show, I remembered, you know, we can go back to Gabe Followers post here, and we can see some skins. And if we zoom in, okay, there we go. So if we look here, we've got a P250 that's got kind of like some more muted, like, you know, we'll say girly colors, and it's called the P250 Love. So I think this is it, but I have been unable to find it. So if anyone sees that and you like recognize it from your queue or something, please let me know what that is, because I have been unable to find it. But moving on from there, we'll go ahead and look at the next one, and that is the Phantom AUG. And again, speculation. We've got one here called the AUG Phantom. Been around for a little bit. I think it fits the comic book theme. You know, it's got kind of that cyberpunky, like comic book look. Could be the next Akibara Accept clone. I would love to have it though. I mean, I'm sure this would end up being way more affordable. Crazy animation too. That's really neat. Yeah, I think it's nice. I think everyone would like this. Only problem is the stickers. I think, you know, you could have some cool ones toward the front, but I think you would put one right in the center of her face if I'm not mistaken, so that would kind of suck. But nevertheless, still a pretty cool skin. And with that, we go ahead and move on toward the end here. And we have the, let's see, MP9 Dream. And I think this is the one they're referring to. I've checked the image, you know, for an MP9, and I didn't see one, I believe. Let me double check myself here. Yeah, I don't think we have any. Yeah, so, and it's obviously not going to be this brown one, at least I would hope not. So, I looked and I found this one. I think it fits the comic book theme. Again, heavy speculation on this one, but I think it's, you know, a pretty skin, and you know, a lot of pink. If I'm right, which totally could not be, we're seeing a lot of pink skins, and historically they do well. So I mean, fuck it, I guess maybe that's what they want this comic book case to be, kind of like a little bit of anime, a little bit of actual comic book, you know, a good mix. But unfortunately with this one, it's going to be all I have for you guys today. But the keen eye among you might have noticed there was still one more, but you can see here we've got a placeholder again, so I don't even think they have this one ready yet. Unfortunately, I guess maybe as they update Source 2, we might get more leaks, you know, and we'll see names updated and we can look into it. Again, though, don't get your heart set on any of these. It's, you know, purely speculation. I try my best to make informed decisions on what I think will be in, what won't, yada yada. But I wouldn't get your heart set on any of it. It's just all for fun. Please, guys, let me know what you think. I'm delirious. There's tornado weather. I'm sure you've heard like the cracklings of thunder throughout all this. I'm really trying to get through it so I can post tonight. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know about Source 2 because Gabe won't let me play it. I want to know if you guys are having fun, what skins you think look crazy in it, yada yada yada. Please let me know, and I will talk to you guys soon.